because I keep telling him Mississippi, but I don't know where. So, that I went and found some baby formula today. If you got a baby that's on formula or family member who's dealing with that shortage, that's a mess. So anytime one of us is out, we'll always check to see if they've got his formula. She said Purvis. It's near Hattiesburg.
Yeah, I bought a truck in Hattiesburg one time.
Paid a buttload of taxes when they got back to Georgia.
Yeah. Nice truck, though. Mm-hmm. That's where Brett Favre's lives. Right outside Hattiesburg.
Who's Brett Favre?
Please, if you have to ask him that, we ain't gonna have that conversation.
So where'd you get your truck? It was a nice truck.
Yeah, Pace Auto Sales. They specialize in lifting trucks. It was around 2014. I believe it was 2014 when I went over there and bought it. Shauna was actually working at the time she was traveling, and she was in Greenville,
yeah.
Mississippi.
Yeah. I enjoyed my time in Greenville, but it's economically, and this was before all of this hit, you could really tell that she said she knows the place.
They're nice people, very nice people.
But you could tell that the economy had been rough there for a while because there were a lot of like abandoned businesses and stuff. Yeah. But I found some people there that I worked with that really became family to me. And if you've ever had to travel for work, that's a rough one. Because especially if you have to be gone for long periods of time. Because I would be gone for several weeks and then come home for a weekend just to turn around and drive like 8 or 9 hours right back out for about 2.5 years, I guess. Mm-hmm. And eating out by yourself gets really old. Mm-hmm. And you really get to a place where you really miss a home-cooked meal. And Terry, the sweetest woman in Mississippi that was working with me, and her husband Danny, they started inviting me over for dinner, or they would bring leftovers for me for lunch, and it still to this day just warms my heart to think about it, because it was rough to do that. But it came at a time in my life where I really felt it was needed, because I was constantly being stalked by my ex and his girlfriend at the time. She's now his wife. I'm not quite sure how she was okay with that, but that's a different story. That's theirs. But, so when I traveled, I knew nobody knew where I was except the immediate people that I told. And so it made me feel safer for a while to go through that and do that. But, and then if I would come back home and spend any time with any of my friends, we would take pictures, and they would be like, "Can I post them?" And I would say, "No, you got to wait until I'm back out of town before you post it." So I would always make sure that any pictures that got posted were never when I was where the picture was posted. And here I am this many years later, just sharing my life on here with you guys all day long. I've come a long way.
Hoping he'll show up.
He can if he wants to, but I'll be packing. So.
You'll have to pack.
It's not the same concerns that I used to have, for sure. First of all, this one would never let him do anything to me. But two, if I go anywhere by myself, I'm carrying. End of story. So, I mean, I wouldn't want it to come to that point, but,
No.
but I'm safe. So, it's good. But yeah, it came a long way from, I tell you what, a story that happened when I was working in that particular location. It was a food manufacturing place. And I came in one day and went to wash, you know what I'm going to tell? I went to wash my hands, and I see this guy walking around with what looks like a rifle. And I was like, oh shit. Somebody is pissed. They about to come up in here. And he was just randomly walking around pointing it in the air. And I was like, oh hell. So I scooted my ass around the bend and up the stairs. And I was like, hey Terry, we got to get our people out of here. Or in a safe place. And she was like, what is going on? I said, there is a person down there with a gun. What did they call it? A retiree job. It was a pest control. There were birds in the warehouse, and it was an airsoft gun.
No, airsoft's a pellet gun.
It was a pellet gun. Sorry, pellet gun. And I was like, you have got to be shitting me. Are you kidding me right now? But that's what it was. Yeah. So, anyways, drop a 1 if you're watching live. Drop a 2 if you're watching the replay. We love to know where you guys are from. If there's anything specific that you would like for us to talk about, you can put it in the comments. We're pretty much an open book.
Yeah.
Thank you for spending a little bit of your evening with us.
Yeah. Sorry if we took away from your hump day.
I'm sure they're sorry if they took away from your hump day.
Oh no,
too.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna hide.
I'm just kidding. We love to cut up.
When did this turn into OnlyFans?
Yeah. We love to cut up, so we hope y'all enjoy it.
We do. Thank you for spending a little bit of your evening with us. We appreciate it.
Y'all
have a good night.